In the dazzling world of Hollywood, where every step is captured by flashing cameras and judged by millions of eyes, even the most graceful star can stumble. Blake Lively, the actress admired for her elegance and charm, recently made a move so desperate that it quickly turned into one of the funniest fails of her career. What started as an attempt to grab attention and silence critics became a story that spread across social media like wildfire. Fans laughed, haters mocked, and the media could not resist replaying the moment again and again. Today on Star Celebrities, we will uncover how Blake's plan backfired, why the public reaction was so intense, and what it reveals about the pressure celebrities face when every action becomes global news. Stay with us because this journey will make you laugh, surprise you, and maybe even change the way you see Hollywood stars. Blake Lively has long been considered one of the most stylish and successful actresses in Hollywood. From her early fame in Gossip Girl to her big screen roles, she has always carried an image of elegance. Yet behind the glamour lies a simple truth. Even the brightest stars feel pressure. In recent years, Blake has faced challenges in staying in the spotlight as newer names began to dominate. The competition for attention in the celebrity world is fierce, and sometimes even the most talented stars make choices that are driven by desperation rather than strategy. The incident began when Blake decided to pull off a bold and unexpected move. Reports say she wanted to create a dramatic impression at a public event. Her goal was simple: to remind the world that she still owned the stage. But things did not go as planned. Instead of impressing the crowd, Blake's attempt turned into something awkward and unintentionally funny. Cameras captured every second, and within hours the clips were trending across social platforms. What made this moment unforgettable was not just Blake's action, but the way people reacted to it. Fans filled Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with memes and jokes. Some admired her confidence, while others could not stop laughing at the awkwardness. A few headlines called it a comedy show, while others labeled it a desperate act. The internet turned Blake's moment into free entertainment, and she quickly became the talk of the town. Mainstream media did not hold back. Entertainment outlets replayed the footage countless times. Talk shows picked it up, and commentators debated whether it was a publicity stunt or an innocent mistake. In the world of celebrities, no move goes unnoticed. Blake's fail may not have been harmful, but it became a global headline because audiences crave both glamour and drama. Though the incident was funny to many, there were whispers about whether any contracts or sponsorships were affected. In Hollywood, a public image is tied to business deals. Some insiders suggested that her team had to reassure brand partners that the fail was harmless. No lawsuits or legal trouble emerged, but the episode showed how fragile celebrity reputations can be in a market where image equals money. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter amplified the story. Influencers created reaction videos and parody skits. Hashtags related to Blake's fail trended for days. In today's world, once a story catches fire online, it cannot be controlled. Instead of being buried, the moment multiplied and reached millions who may not even follow celebrity news regularly. While the world laughed, Blake faced a choice. She could hide or she could own the moment. To her credit, she handled it with humor. By not lashing out or showing anger, she managed to soften the blow. In fact, some fans praised her humility and willingness to laugh at herself. What began as desperation slowly turned into a relatable story that reminded people even celebrities are human. The story of Blake's fail is more than just a funny viral clip. It reveals how fame works in the digital age. Every move is judged instantly, every mistake is magnified, and sometimes failure can create more publicity than success. For Blake, this incident may have been embarrassing at first, but in the long run, it only proved that she remains a central figure in pop culture. While fans and social media users laughed openly at Blake's awkward fail, the industry insiders watched with a different set of eyes. Hollywood is not just about glamour, it is a business where every action of a celebrity has consequences. Behind closed doors, managers, publicists, producers, and brand partners had their own reactions. Some found it amusing, but others worried about what it meant for ongoing projects. Blake's name has long carried weight in the fashion industry. Designers love her red carpet presence, and brands often see her as a reliable ambassador of elegance. Lighthearted, most partners realized that the fail had not damaged her image permanently. In fact, it gave her unexpected relevance. Some brand strategists argued that the viral buzz kept her name in the headlines for free, which is something money cannot easily buy. In film circles, the response was similar. Directors and producers know that stars are humans, and they also know that controversy sometimes boosts audience interest. Instead of harming Blake's standing, some industry voices suggested it might even make her more relatable to viewers. A polished star can feel distant, but a star who stumbles and smiles through it feels human and approachable. This perception is gold when studios want to connect with wider audiences. Still, the incident did not pass without criticism. A few Hollywood critics used the opportunity to argue that stars like Blake sometimes rely too much on spectacle rather than substance. They suggested her desperation was a sign of fading relevance in a competitive field where younger talent is constantly emerging. These critics framed the fail not just as a funny moment, but as a warning of how quickly the spotlight can shift in Hollywood. Blake's team reportedly worked tirelessly during this period. Publicists framed the narrative to highlight her confidence and humor rather than her desperation. Instead of denying the incident, they leaned into comedy and made it clear she could laugh at herself. This approach softened the harshest criticism and turned potential professional damage into a quirky moment in her career timeline. The overall industry takeaway was clear. The fail was not a career-ending disaster. It was a reminder of the fragile balance celebrities walk every day. A single miscalculated move can lead to embarrassment, but the right handling of the aftermath can convert it into a strangely beneficial event. For Blake, the incident became proof that even when things go wrong, the story can still end in her favor if she manages the narrative wisely. When the dust began to settle and the laughter started to fade, a new phase of reaction took shape. Fans who had first joined the wave of memes slowly began to reflect on the moment differently. Instead of seeing it only as a fail, many started to frame it as a sign of bravery. They argued that it takes courage for a celebrity to try something bold in public, knowing that millions will judge every second. To them, Blake's stumble was proof that she was not afraid of risks. Fan pages on Instagram shifted their tone from mockery to defense. They posted side-by-side edits showing Blake's most iconic glamorous moments next to the viral fail. The captions often reminded audiences that one mistake does not erase years of success. Some even wrote that the fail made them love her more because it revealed a human side behind the perfect image. For longtime admirers, this incident turned into another story to laugh about and cherish rather than a blemish on her reputation. Critics, on the other hand, remained divided. Entertainment writers who live on sharp takes and witty commentary could not resist labeling the fail as a desperate attempt to stay relevant. Some newspapers ran columns arguing that Blake was struggling to keep up in a world where new stars emerge every month. They saw the incident as a symptom of a larger challenge faced by established celebrities. Others, however, argued that the fail was harmless and even refreshing in an industry where most stars play it safe. The long-run impact on social media also showed a clear pattern. While the original memes slowed down, the incident kept resurfacing every time Blake appeared at a new event. Users would bring back the clip and add new captions or comparisons. It became part of the digital library of celebrity culture, a moment that never fully disappears, but is recycled with humor whenever her name trends again. What surprised many observers was how gracefully Blake herself managed the situation in the months that followed. She occasionally made light jokes about her fail in interviews, showing that she was in on the joke. This ability to laugh at herself made fans rally behind her even more. Instead of being seen as desperate, she began to be seen as approachable. It was a reversal perception that many celebrities fail to achieve when they face embarrassment. In the end, the long-run reactions painted a balance